All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody. My name is Jean Powers, and I am a real estate investor. I am based in the Chicago area and part of a nationwide network. And I have recently, in the past few years, reinvented myself to become an investor. I'm going to change the page here real quick. The purpose of this particular webinar is just a half hour long. The point of it is to give you a chance to meet some of the people in our community that are having great success. And I'm very excited about our guest this evening. When I first came to this group, 3 years ago, one of the things that I did was to meet with and talk to as many people as possible to understand what they learned and what they were able to accomplish, what they were able to apply once they learned about real estate investing. I was real curious about their previous experience. I was real curious about the classes they were taking and the results they were having. And so when I shared that story with one of my team members below me, he's like, well, you know, we'd all love to hear about those stories. It would help all of us to know that. So now we do this each week. So thank you, Bill. As I said earlier, my name is Jean Powers, and I came to this world from corporate America. I had been in corporate sales. I earned a great living. I helped companies find new markets, and so it was fun, but it was very, very stressful. And I was on planes, trains, and automobiles, and I was in a different city every day. I was able to accomplish my task and get new markets open for the various companies that I work with, but I was missing my family. I would just be so stressed out all the time too, and was looking for a new way to earn that kind of income from home. And I saw a roadside sign that said, real estate investor seeks apprentice. And I wondered, right? And I called the number and I met this group, and here I am 3 years later. Since joining, I was able to take phenomenal classes. I was able to learn how to do so many things and to creatively connect and combine the different classes to do many strategies. I've done a wholesale deal, a fix and flip. I'm a part owner of a 22 unit, a 6 unit, and most recently I partnered with two guys and we acquired 35 properties at the scavenger tax sale. And we're in the process of turning those into performing assets. But more importantly, the best part about all this is that I get to work from home and hang out with my son in between and go to his baseball game. So it's been great. I've also been able to help our long-term future. I was self-directed my IRA. I've invested in several projects within the community. I'm earning between 12 and 20% on those returns on those different projects. I was able to help raise $1.8 million for other projects within the group. So this is real, and I feel so lucky to have found this group. I really believe that real estate investing is a team sport. I'm a member of several different teams. I have my own business. My husband and I have another business and around real estate investing, but we partner with various people within the community to do different projects, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity. It all started with these classes, which were phenomenal. I think my favorite one is probably tax and legal, and I think most people say that. But once I learned that I could have income coming in and pay for cell phones and computers and cars, and then pay for taxes, on what was left over, I was amazed. I was like, oh, a huge light bulb went off. So many of you who are already in small businesses knew that already, but I certainly didn't, and I've been paying big, big taxes for a long time from corporate America. Anyway, that's my story. But tonight you're here to meet the Rosenbergs, Tonya and Stewart, and so let's get on to that. Tonya and Stewart Rosenberg. And I'm sorry, this picture. Well, I just got it and put it in there, but it looks a little blurry. I apologize, Tonya.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
Can you hear
me?
Okay.
Yes, we can. We can hear you. So it looks like not only are you in the picture here, but we have Raul Campos, one of our founding advisory board members, and Bob Snyder, our founder. How fun is that?
Yeah, he's photobombing us.
We were actually at the college recording a class when we received a check on closing one of our houses, and so and that you'll see in my hand, I have the HUD statement, and Stu is holding the check for over $17,000. And we were, like I said, at the college recording classes, so Bob was there and he came out and did a photo bomb. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. The closing document.
Very fun, very fun. Well, you guys, can you tell us how you found the community? What were you doing before? What led you to this group?
Well, we have an entertainment company. We still do operate the entertainment company as people do call us for that. But over the last few years, it really took a hit with the economy being the way it was. So we started to panic and look around and weigh our options. And my wife found an ad that's basically asked me to give it a call. I called it. I spoke to a gentleman. His name is Kent. And we spoke for a little bit. He invited me down to an event. And then we went down. Well, at least I went down. I was pretty intrigued. And when I went back home, I told my wife and said, we need to go check this out together. So we started going down to a couple of events. And Tonya, I think you take it from here.
Yeah, once I saw what the opportunity was with Renatus, and we've always been drawn to real estate investing. And once we saw the dual income opportunity and everything that Renatus had to offer, and we met the community, we were just all in. We purchased an Extreme Plus combo and just got to work right away. It was really the answer to our prayers. It was really something that we've been looking for. We're entrepreneurs. We've had our own businesses for as long as we've been together. For over 20 years, we've always run our own business. But the thing that was missing in that is really the community and the support, and it's something very unique and very rare.
And everything is all there. I mean, the education is phenomenal. You tap into the education, you study it, you can study it over and over again. You also tap into the community and the different events, and you can learn just from other people's deals, things that they're doing. We go to Real Deal house tours on the weekends. We have events that take place that are all add to us getting educated. And then on the marketing side, which is also phenomenal, you have all the support and the community and the events that help for that. So between both of them, you're making a nice amount of money. And I could just see it, mushrooming, and we can make so much money as we go on with this.
So that's how we initially became involved with Renatus, really was answering an ad.
Yeah, so that's, to answer your question, it's to answer an ad.
Long answer to a short question. We answered an ad.
You got a little sidetrack there.
And you already answered my next question, which was going to be to ask about the education. Which education did you take? And you shared that. Tell us a little bit about what you've been able to do since, besides this particular deal. $17,000, that's phenomenal.
Well, no, $17,000 was our part. It was half of with our partner. We split it, so our part was $17,000. We have a couple of houses. We have a couple of houses on the market right now. We are one of the investors that's part of the 95 properties, so we're pretty excited about that, and we'll see how that all progresses. But it's pretty exciting how everything's moving along. So it's nice to be able to talk to people and say, we own 95 properties. We're pulling in about 103 to 107 checks every month. That's shared amongst all of us as time goes on. You'll see like I said, it's a whole group thing. So that wouldn't have happened if we weren't part of this community. We're working on a few short sales, a couple of short sales. We have a house in Georgia that we brought money to, so we partnered up with somebody, a small percentage of it, but we're part of that. And we're pretty excited about that because that's, once again, going out of state, and if it wasn't for the community, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, you know what? It's been really amazing to me. It's not just the real estate that we've been able to do. The money, finding and utilizing and leveraging other people's money, that has been so much fun. And the return that they're getting on their investment is so much better than what they were getting to begin with. So that's been very powerful. I will tell you real quick one story of something that just recently happened. We had an 83-year-old woman who called us up. She wanted us to buy her house, and we sat down and met with her, and through our conversation and what we've learned, we were able to help her keep her home and stay in her home and find a way to tap into the equity. She had over $100,000 in equity, and she was just going to walk away because she didn't know. And we were able to help her save her house. And to me, that was one of the most rewarding experiences that we've had, above and beyond anything else, is helping this woman. Because I can see, if people don't know, they could literally be taken advantage of. And that was really, really a cool experience.
Yeah, and it's not always about the money. It's also about doing good. And, we sat down and we found out her situation. She's falling behind just a little bit. But for her, an 83-year-old lady, she lived in the house for over 50 years. It was her house, the very first house. She didn't know what to do, and we just said, these are the things that you should do. It's rightfully yours, and she actually wound up doing some of our suggestions. So it was nice to know that we knew that she wanted to stay in the house, and we said, this is the way you can do it.
And we helped her keep her house and stay there. So that was really cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Can you share a little bit about some of these pictures here that you sent to me?
Yes, these on the bottom left-hand corner. Those are some of the checks that we've been making. One's a rent check that we bring in every month. Our rental property. That's been an amazing thing. Mailbox money is the best. And then some checks that we've received from marketing the education, and then here's another check from doing a short sale. This property was a beautiful property when we bought it. Didn't need a lot of repairs.
Right, it needs some painting, some appliances. We did a little tile, so it didn't need a whole bunch of work. But we did a short sale negotiation on this one. We had a deed restriction, so we had to wait about 3 months. So during that time, we were painting and getting it ready. And we wound up selling it, and that's the one where we walked away with about $33,000, $34,000 profit on that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
Do you have any projects?
Yeah.
Do you have any projects right now where you're looking for some investors or anything that you're
actually
trying to do?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on a couple right now. We have one in particular that I'm really excited about. We'll see what happens. We don't know. But this lady inherited a house. The house is in a neighborhood where the comps come in probably about $535,000. We're going to see if there's a way we could take the house subject to us selling it. So basically, keep it. We'll just transfer the deed over to us, and then we'll basically update it, rehab it, do whatever needs to be done. Take the time to market it, and then once we sell it, we'll share the profits.
Yeah, it's really
Very
exciting
nice.
Because of the education and the different classes we have several different transactions going on at the same time. One of them just went on the market, and that was a fix and flip. The other one we were able to, again, use the money and use somebody else's money to secure this property in Georgia, and that one's on the market right now. And then we have another one that's just a little bit south of us, and that one's a different strategy altogether. And then the one we're working on is, and we're currently working on 2 short sales, and then we have this one that Stu was just talking about.
Right, and like I said,
which is the subject too. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool, and we'll see how it pans out. But we're working on them, so we have different ideas. Actually, there's a couple more. There's another one where we came up with 4 different options to present to the person. This way, he can pick which one he wants, and we'll see if he wants to move forward with it. But it's just nice to know that we can come up with these different ideas and approaches or suggestions and bring it up to these owners that might want to get rid of their houses and see if we can work together for the better of everybody.
Right. I think. Oh, how much are the checks for? That's a question that one of the people was asking. It's kind of a blurry picture.
Okay, the one on the bottom, I know that one's for over 17,000. I think it's 17,1 something. Let me see if I can. I don't exactly remember, so let me see what I sent you. I know one's for. Oh, here it is. One's for 700. One's for 3,600. One's for just over 1,000. Another one's for
17,134.
Yeah, and the other one is for 452.93.
Great.
So that was all really? In 1 month.
That's 452.
In 1 month. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a good month for us.
That was good. So a little over 22,000.
Oh, is that great? That's really, really great.
Over 23, yeah.
23,000. So that was very nice. We're pretty excited about that. Now we got to try to go over 30,000 one month.
Yep. It's just going to keep going, right?
Yeah, we've been part of this community almost a year and a half now.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, it's been an amazing ride.
It's a journey. It's definitely a journey. And I'm glad that we're doing it all together.
Well, we're lucky to be doing it with you. So I can't thank you guys enough. Is there any last words that you'd like to share with the group?
You know, I want to say to everyone out there, when we first got started, we were completely all in as real estate investors because it's something we've always wanted to do. The education flat out rocks. I mean, it works, and it totally makes sense. And once we started realizing the full potential and everything that Renatus has to offer as far as the dual income opportunity and the marketing, the education, that is huge. It's a tremendous thing. We were not interested in that. And once we understood and completely understood the power of that business alone, that's really when our real estate investing took off, when we started marketing. And it sounds really funny and counterintuitive, but when we really started marketing, that's when we started finding our money lenders and our contractors, and we actually found people who started bringing us properties. So because we started marketing, we did more real estate, and the more real estate we started to do, the more marketing we started to do, because everybody's like, wow, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So it really is a tremendous opportunity to really get involved and look what Renatus has to offer as a whole package. And I recommend everybody just really do your homework, look what everything Renatus has to offer, because it's phenomenal.
Jump in with both feet. Get soaking wet.
Well, I can't agree with you more about the idea of doing the marketing. The same thing happened to me. So I wasn't really that keen on it, and then just wanted to do the real estate. But the more marketing I did, the more real estate I got to do, and the more real estate I did, the more marketing I got to do, and it just kind of one feeds the other, and then it feeds back and forth. So,
the synergy,
so I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right,
really.
Right. Well, thank you both for being here. We look forward to seeing more of you guys and future projects that you're doing, and just so thrilled to get to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
And everyone else, I know I don't want to keep you over past our time limit. Please, please get with the person that brought you here and take your next step. Thanks again for being here.